G'day Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another Star Wars YouTube video. Now today I'm going to talk about three of my favourite new novel Canon books that I have in my collection. Now if some of you guys want to get into the new the Canon novels and not sure where to start, I'm going to give you my three of my favourites. Now I've got a fair few of them, I've pretty much kept up to date with them, but these three here are definitely my favourite. No particular order, but like I said, if you want to get into these new novels and you want to know what books to start with, well, these are the three I reckon you should kick it off with. So the first one we're going to have a look at is Lords of the Sith by Paul S. Kemp. I love the cover art for this book. It looks fantastic, it looks awesome. I would love to own a poster of this and have that up on a wall somewhere, framed and that, but it looks absolutely amazing. Now what this is about, this is set 3 years after the fall of the Republic. Basically it's about the planet Ryloth. Cham Syndulla, he's the leader of the resistance fighters on Ryloth against the Empire, and what takes place in this is probably one of the best Vader Palpatine pair-ups in a novel that I've read. You know how I've talked about Rogue One and how I would love to what I would love to see Vader on the big screen do. Well, this is the reason, because what Vader does in this book is pretty much the same as what you see in Rogue One, just a small glimpse, but in the book he does it a fair bit, and just shows how powerful Vader is, and Palpatine as well. So what basically happens is that Cham Syndulla and his resistance fighters find out that Palpatine and Vader are coming to Ryloth, so they set up a plan to ambush them and to try and assassinate the Emperor and Vader as well. The Star Destroyer that these guys are on is destroyed, and they crash land on Ryloth and are hunted down by Cham Syndulla's soldiers, and they're obviously trying to kill him, but come on, it's Vader and Palpatine. Awesome book. This is probably one of the books where I couldn't put down. I pretty much had to read it from start to finish. I'm trying to remember how many days it took me, like 3 days to finish this book off. I think it's about how many pages? Well, it's nearly 300 pages, so yeah, I couldn't put it down. I had to finish, just keep on reading this. But the start of this book is absolutely awesome. Just shows how powerful Vader is. You know, if you've read this book, you know what I'm talking about. I don't really want to give it away, but it's pretty much kind of the same lines of what happened at the end of Rogue One. But yeah, pretty good what he does. He's pretty awesome. Also in this, that you probably find it's 3 years after, like I said, the fall of the Republic. The Empire's still using V-Wings and still have clone troopers as well as stormtroopers. So yes, Lords of the Sith, highly recommend reading this. Awesome book. Really get to see the awesome power of Vader and Palpatine working together. So definitely get that one. Next one I will show you is Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. This was I thought it was a young novel or something like that, but I'll tell you what, this is an awesome book. The time period for this one is, it spreads out from Empire's Day, the beginning of the Empire, the ending of the Republic, I think, yes, and it goes all the way up to the Battle of Jakku. What's interesting about this book is it's kind of a love story, but not in that kind of way. But what's awesome about this book is it gives you a different perspective of the war on the Empire side. Now, if you know that, you know, some of the guys on the Empire side, you know, they're thinking they're fighting for the right cause. You know, there's no blue or grey, black or grey how can I say, you know, they think they're doing the right thing and the rebels are doing the wrong thing. But what I'm trying to say is good about this as a different perspective of the war is this goes through all the major battles that we know in the Star Wars universe, from the Battle of Yavin, the Battle of Hoth, to the Battle of Endor, up to the Battle of Jakku, and it gives us the other side of it. You know, it gives you an extra bit of story to the films that we watch. You know, you can sit there and watch Empire Strikes Back and watch the Battle of Hoth and know other things are taking place at the same time. So lots of also little Easter eggs in here as well. In here, one of the rebel pilots actually finds a planet later on. Finds a planet that the Resistance use in the Force Awakens. You know, little tidbits like that. The fleet massing over Sullus. The Battle of Yavin, what happened after the destruction of the Death Star. You know, there was a lot of characters that you kind of start to enjoy who actually die on the Death Star as well. It's got bits and pieces about Tatooine, the rebel base before Yavin 4. It's got about the Imperial pilots in Empire Strikes Back who were after Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon, flying through the asteroid field. A little bit about those pilots. You know, little backstories to things that we see on the film, which actually, you know, for me, reading this, I sit down and watch Empire, or even Rogue One now, knowing that certain characters are in the background stories and stuff like that, if you know what I'm trying to get out here. But it follows two characters, Sienna Ray, and come on, what's the other name? Sienna. I'm trying to find the other guy's name, and I can't find it. It's got like Wedge Antilles is in this book. Yeah, everyone, like, it's even got Princess Leia in here as well. Yeah, I can't find the other guy's name, but I really recommend this book as well. So like I said, it covers all the major battles in the Star Wars universe, and it's the kind of backstories. Alright, and the last one is Star Wars Catalyst Rogue One novel. Now, this is a pretty good book. This is another one I couldn't put down. I had to read from start from finish. It takes place during the Clone Wars and leads up to the beginning of Rogue One, the flashback, when Jyn Erso and Galen Erso and his wife, they flee Coruscant from Krennic and go hide on that planet. And then pretty much the flashback we see at the start of Rogue One is probably a year after the ending of this. Really good. Tarkin, Krennic, the relationship between Krennic and Tarkin in this book, you now know why on Rogue One, how they're so competitive against each other. It's got Saw Gerrera in here, you know, relationship with the Erso family as well, and really good book. Absolutely helped out heaps with Rogue One. Sitting there knowing the relationship between Galen, Erso, and Krennic as well. So really good book, and highly recommend reading this or picking it up and having a read yourself. So. But there you go, guys. I'm trying to cut this down to a 10-minute video. I'm in the shed today and it's starting to warm up. So I've got heaps of other of the new Canon Star Wars books, but they're the three I recommend if you want to kickstart your reading the new Canon novels. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoy that. Hopefully that made some sense. Let me know in the comment section, have you read these books, or are you going to go read them? Remember to hit that like button, that helps the channel out. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more Star Wars discussion videos, tour reviews, lots more. Thank you. I'm going to get out of this hot shed now. May the Force be with you always.